Hi mathematicians, today we are on lesson 9.5 in your Go Math book, Centimeters and Meters, on page 461. And our question is this: how is measuring in meters different from measuring in centimeters? Okay, I'm going to show you something over here. I have a distance here from this mat of shoes to my husband's sandal that was left out. So there's the distance. Now I used my measuring tape to measure how far away the shoe is. Why did I use my measuring tape? Because I'm measuring in meters today. Meters are larger than centimeters. There's actually 100 centimeters in 1 meter. Okay, 1 meter is here on my measuring tape. So this whole long distance right here is 1 meter. So I could say that the shoe is 1 meter away, exactly at the 40. Okay, but now if I were to just measure in centimeters, here are my centimeters, it would take me a little bit longer to measure from here to there because centimeters are much smaller. So this would be 30 centimeters, okay? 60 centimeters, okay, 90 centimeters, okay, and then 100 centimeters, adding my 10. So as you can see, centimeters are much smaller than meters. And there are 100 centimeters in a meter. So if you're measuring longer distances, you're going to want to use meters. Okay, so this is kind of an activity you would do in class. So I'm just gonna draw my measurement from the mat with the shoes to the other shoe, the sandal. Okay, and I'm gonna say 1 meter. That was the entire distance. But now if I do it again and I show what I did in centimeters, okay, then I have to show 1, 2, 3, and then it's not perfectly accurate. I had 30, 60, 90, and then this was 10, so these should have been longer. That's okay. So these were centimeters. It was 100 centimeters. Okay, that was the distance. It's the same distance, but measured with different tools. So it says here, 1 meter is the same as 100 centimeters. The real door is about 200 centimeters tall. You really have to pay attention to the units that they're talking about. The real door, sorry, my dog is going nuts. The real door is also about 2 meters tall. So if I didn't want to sit there and measure in centimeters, I could also measure in meters and it would go much faster. Okay, so today it says measure to the nearest centimeter, then measure to the nearest meter. If it's really difficult and you're not finding a meter stick around, that's okay. Try and use a tape measure. Remember when I got to 40 inches, I believe it was, that was the same as 1 meter. Okay, so I want you to go through and measure some objects. You have a chair at home. You don't have to use a teacher's desk. You can just use a regular desk. And a wall. I'm sure you have a wall. Okay, if you sit there and use your ruler to measure a wall, it's gonna take forever. So you wanna make sure you're using meters. Find a meter stick. If you don't have one, use tape measure. And then if you do not have any of those things, maybe you could tape multiple rulers together. You could print a few more, tape them together, and make a long meter stick. Okay? All right, have fun, mathematicians.